Good morning. Welcome in. We're going to begin today just kneeling. Hi, Jen. So just bring yourself first into tabletop. Give yourself some little circles around, just kind of loosening up through the body. And bringing it back the other way. Just kind of connecting here, feeling out how we're arriving on the mat. Excuse me, my voice is a little bit crackly today. Now I want you to keep the chest lifted and just draw the hips back toward the feet. So push the mat away, keep the chest lifted. Feel that stretch go over the tops of the legs and down the back. Maybe give a little push into the mat to feel the shoulders come down. And then just come back forward, give yourself a little rock over the hands. And then go ahead, draw back again, just let the hips come down toward the feet, push the mat away. And come forward. And then one more, give it a push. And then see if you can arch your back like cat here. So hollowing out the chest, drawing the chin in toward it. Push the mat. And then just melt down toward the mat. So bend your elbows so the head can come down, the chest comes down. Taking a couple breaths in your child's pose. Lifting back up onto the hands. Coming to all fours. And we'll take thread the needle, reaching the left arm up first. Just take a big reach to the sky. Give your wrist a little turn. And then we'll thread this hand underneath the right, palm face up. Let your elbow meet the mat. And finally your ear. Feeling the stretch into that left shoulder. If it feels good, take it deeper by reaching the right arm up and resting it onto your back. Getting a little more pressure in that shoulder. If that feels good, extending the right leg, tipping even a little more weight into the shoulder. Good. If the knee is up, let it come down. Release that right hand. And press your way back up to the twist, reaching the left arm up. Let the hand come down and just take it to the other side, right arm reaching. Give the wrist a little turn. And then thread it through, palm face up. Shoulder and ear meet the mat. First, checking in with that right shoulder. If it feels it once more, taking the left hand up and over. If even more, extending the left leg. Always mindfully choosing our options. We don't want to go in just because. We want to make sure it's something that benefits our body to do. Good. If the knee is up, let it come back down. Release the left arm and release the right, reaching up and down to the mat. Good. Take that press back to the feet with the lifted chest. Now we're going to cross both arms under. So I'm going to slide palm up under the left, palm up to the right. Then sink your hips as far as you can, like child's pose. And just feel that spread between the shoulder blades. I'll give you a front view of what we're doing here. Arms are up, and I'm sinking into the shoulders. Good, let's release and come up onto the knees. Draw the arms to a cactus, take breath. Inhale, reach the fingertips together and lift to the knees. Exhale, sit to the heels, open to the cactus. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming down. So just a couple just like this. So working a lot in our shoulders today. And as you can tell, a bit into our quads. Good, take one more, let's stay at the top. Exhale to cactus, hold on the knees. Good, now I'm gonna take a little twist to the left. Left hand is gonna come behind my head. Right hand is gonna wrap my body. Now a little press open through that left elbow and let yourself come down to the feet. So you have this nice big twist opening through that left side. Let's move back to the center and take a little dip to the right. And to the center, release the right arm, hand behind the head. Take a lift up to the knees. And we're gonna take a kneeling good morning. So I'm gonna come down with a little fold. And then I'm gonna lift up and take a little baby back bend. Come down to the fold. Lift to the back bend, let the weight of the head come into the hands. Good, last one. Twisting out to the right. Reach your left arm across. And then pull that right elbow back. Once you feel that nice opening, sitting to the feet. Taking that twist. Good, back to the center, hands behind the head. Sink down over the legs. Let the elbows keep lifting. Good, release the arms, bring them down by your sides, palm face up. Just rest the shoulders, rest the arms a moment. Beautiful. Let's stretch the arms out now overhead to the top of our mat. Walk the fingertips far as you can. Feel a nice big stretch down both sides. On the next breath, lifting to all fours. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Give the feet a little walk here. Oh, it's snowing at my house. Wonder if it's snowing for you guys. Good, let's flow it out. Move yourself to plank. Bend the elbows, lower down. Flatten the feet, lift up to cobra, drawing elbows into the sides. Let the chest move forward, opening through the back. Good, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. I'm going to bend that knee, send the foot across to the left. Let the hip open up. Take your gaze out under that right arm. Beautiful. Bend the knee into the chest, cheetah. Let the back curve. Then step the foot through between the hands. Nice big stretch in our runner's lunge. And then back foot's going to come down parallel to the back of your mat. Open into warrior two. Good. You can give yourself a little bit of a pulse to kind of ease into the pose. And then let's just hold and breathe a moment. Good. Take the left hand, wrap it behind, and reach up for that right hip. Right arm's going to come up and over your ear. Take a little lean back, reverse warrior. Bending the elbow. Draw that right arm down to your leg. Let the left arm release and reach out over your ear toward the top of your head. Side angle pose. This feels good. Bend into that right knee. Sink a little deeper. Let the hips sink as well. Inhaling to the center, warrior two. And then straightening the legs, just turn the right toes to face forward. Hands to the hips. Rolling the shoulder blades back and together, lift the chest. And forward fold. Coming down. Leaving hands on the hips if that feels okay. Just breathe a moment. Okay, let's lift our way back up, draw shoulder blades back together. Reach the arms up. Open the left toes to the other side of your mat and bend the knees, warrior two. Right arm reaches back and behind, reaching up for that left hip. Right arm comes over the ear and a little tilt backwards over the right leg. Good. Bend that left elbow, draw it to the leg. Right arm releases up and over the top of your head. Bend a little deeper to that left knee to sink into the pose. Very nice. Warrior two, lift up. Cartwheel the hands down around that left foot, tucking the back toes, runner's lunge. Take a moment and breathe. Good. Big step back. bringing knee to the chest. Can we go to cheetah first? Curving the back, knee to chest. Beautiful. Extend that leg now. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Let the hip open. Take a look out under your left arm. Good. Foot to the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale, draw forward plank. Exhale, lower down. Flatten the feet and lift to your cobra. Bend the knees, take the hips to the heels. Child's pose. Good, let's take a couple breaths of rest here. Now just nice and slow, drawing our way up to hero. We're going to take a little challenge this morning to do a hands-free flow of that warrior two sequence. So we're going to start here with our hero. And as we've been opening our shoulders a lot this morning, let's take our bind. So we're going to interlock the fingers behind the back. Roll your shoulders back and draw your hands down toward your tailbone. Good. Now we're going to lift up onto the knees. Can we step the left foot forward? Take a little lean forward. Let the hands lift off the back if that feels good. Very nice. Draw back up. Draw the hands back down. Lift open the chest. Little back bend. Back into the center. We're going to tuck the back toes and lift that knee off. Open that foot. Warrior two to the left. From here, slide the two hands over to the left hip. I was here. I slide to the left hip. Good. Reverse warrior. Keep your right hand where it is. Reach the left arm out. Side angle. Reach the other arm up. See if you can go hands free in a lean over that left thigh. Inhale back to the center. Bend the arms to cactus and turn the toes forward. Reach the arms back and behind. Interlock the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades together to feel the chest open. Wide-legged fold coming forward and letting the hands lift off the back if that feels comfortable for the shoulders. Breathe through. Good. Let the arms settle back to the back and lift your way up. Both hands over to the left hip. Right toes turning out to the front of your mat. Bend the knee. Warrior two. Good. Reverse warrior. Slide to the right hip. Hands to the right. Reverse warrior. Reach that right arm and come backward. Side angle. Both arms release. I reach and I try and go hands free for a lean. Very nice. Now letting the hands come down over that front leg, tuck the back toes, and step it back, down dog. Flow it out, coming into plank, lowering down, up to a cobra. Child's pose, come from knees, and sink the hips to heels. Arms extend long. Couple nice long breaths here. So we're going to move up to the knees. Take that bind one final time, hands behind the back, interlock, lift through the chest. Lift to the knees. Right foot steps forward, low lunge, sink in for a moment. And then a forward fold over that right leg. Arms can lift. Release, lift the chest back up. And let's take the hands up free. Great job. Give the wrists a little turn. I'm going to open up to the right in a twist. Let your left hand come down inside your right foot. Reach the right arm to the sky. Can we tuck the back toes and lift that knee off? Now, can we take it a step further? I'm going to move my left hand forward on the mat and then lift up into that right leg, pressing my way up into a twisted half moon. It's a tricky balance. Take your time, find it, and then come down, forward fold. Very good. Lifting your way up to stand. Breathe in. Exhale into mountain. Hands to the heart. Tailbone tucks, and then just take a second for my breath here. Now we're going to take it in reverse. So just focus, go slow. Take a breath up. Exhale to that fold. Move your right hand forward and pick the right leg up. Good. Now we're going to open to the left. So stretch that left arm up. Let your chest twist toward the left as well. Finding the balance, finding the breath. Good. Can we drop that right foot down to the mat? Tuck the toes, twisting lunge. And back knee down, twisting low lunge. Bring the hand down. And slide the leg back, child's pose, sink the hips. Beautiful job. Good, a couple nice big breaths. Let's move our way up and over to seated. Very good. So we're going to start here in our cobbler's pose, soles of the feet together. Let the knees just fall open. Notice where they fall naturally. Now, without touching the knees, think about if something was pushing them down to the mat. So engaging those muscles in the hips and the glutes to draw the knees down in the direction of the ground. Good. Just hold and breathe. Feel all that strength in the lower body. Now relax the legs, let the knees go back to their natural spot, and give yourself a couple circles around. Back the other way. And take it to your fold. Take it slow, feel it out. Once you're in the fold, try engaging the hips like you did before, drawing the knees down. It might just move a millimeter, but it's enough. Just feel that engagement in the muscle. Beautiful. Lift your way back up. Let's bring the knees together. And just give yourself a little lean back, reaching the arms out, and let the feet lift to your boat. Find your breath there. Legs lower to the mat, outstretched. Reach nice and tall. Exhale to fold over, taking the shins or the feet. Drawing the chest toward the thighs. Relax your shoulders. Slowly lifting up. We're going to sit nice and tall again. Bring the hands down beside the hips. Give a little lift to that left leg. Just lift and hold a moment. Feel the muscles work. Now take the leg out wide and set it to the mat. Sit up tall again. Lift the right leg. Let it float a moment. Good. Take it out wide. Set it down. Reaching forward toward the feet. If you don't quite reach the toes, bring the legs in a little bit closer. You can even take a little bend in the knees. And then once you have the feet, try and straighten the legs as much as feels good. So my legs aren't super wide. They're just open. Good, lifting up, breathe in. Now we're gonna lean back again, just like we did for boat. Lift one leg at a time. See if we can have an open leg boat. Draw the chest up, try not to curve the back. Breathe. Let the legs back down, reach tall, flex the feet. Exhale, hands beside the hips. Sitting up nice and tall, so again, try not to curve the back. Lift the right leg. Good, take it into the center, drop it down. Lift the left leg. Keep sitting up tall. Beautiful, into the center, drop it down. Staff fold coming forward. And let's release and come up. You can give the legs a little shake out there. Now we've been really focusing on our shoulders in this class and our quads. We're going to come into our peak pose. This is our fish pose. So I'm going to just go through the pose step by step. And I want you to kind of watch how I position the body before you come down, because it would be hard to look at me when you come down. So first I'm going to take my palms right to the edge of my bum here, fingertips face forward. I want to draw the shoulder blades together like I would in that bind. Let the elbows bend and your forearms come down. So if you see me here, my elbows are quite ahead of my shoulders. I want to kind of realign that. And I do that by arching through my back and lifting the chest so that my shoulders can come more toward my elbows. Good. Once I have that arch in my spine, I look back and I let my head come down. My feet are going to lift. Keep that arch, and if it feels like you have a good balance, you can lift the arms as well. Palms come together. Now I'm keeping my chest lifting to the ceiling the whole time. When I want to come back down, I bring my arms first so I can lift my head safely, and then I can lower. Let's go ahead and practice this together. We're coming from seated. Palms come behind, fingertips forward, and I want to really roll the shoulder blades back in together while I'm up here. Then I come down, and you'll be able to feel if you're kind of wide or far away. Scoot those elbows in toward each other best you can. Now, arch through the spine to find that better alignment between elbow and shoulder. Look back. Now this might be enough here. If you feel you can come further, keep arching through the spine to let the legs lift. If you're to the top of the head, then releasing the hands. Keep that chest reaching for the ceiling. Beautiful. Squeezing the insides of the legs and the feet together. Very nice. When you're ready to come down, let the arms come first before moving the head. Good. Then just release to laying flat. Take a couple breaths. You can give the head a little rock side to side. So this pose should have no pressure in the neck. The head simply comes back and balances to the mat, but all the work is in our arms, our back, and our chest there. Good. Let's hug the right knee into the body. Take a little breath. I'm going to take my peace fingers and reach for my big toe. Now, if you don't quite get the big toe, feel free to just take the front of your shin. And then we're going to start to extend that leg up into the sky. If you had the shin, just move to the back of your calf. If you have the toe, extending up as far as the leg allows. Now this left leg is going to want to bend and move. I want to keep straightening it down toward the mat. Beautiful. Let's bend the knee, bring it outside your rib cage. So a little half happy baby. Flex the foot to the ceiling. Draw that right shoulder blade down in the direction of the mat. If you have the calf there, letting the hands slide to your thigh so you can hold the leg a little more securely. Beautiful. Let's involve the left leg. Bend that knee. Full happy baby. Left knee outside the rib cage. And we'll just take a little rock side to side for a moment. Let's bring it back to the center and just extend that right leg long out and down onto the mat. Flex the foot and draw the back of that leg toward the ground. Now the left leg moves in over your chest first, and then extend the leg. Once again, moving the hand to the back of the calf if it was on your thigh. If it's on your toe, just keeping it right there. Legs up to the ceiling, breathe. Now bend the knees solo out to the side, half happy baby. Hand reaches to the back of the calf if it's not on the toe. Back of the thigh, sorry. Good, release that leg so both legs are out long. Take a breath, reach the arms overhead behind you. Take a big stretch there, fingertips to toes. Let it go. Breathing in again, we'll reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, palms face down to the mat. Both legs lift up and together. Let's flex the feet. Waterfall, pressing the heels to the ceiling, drawing that low back down to the mat. Good, let's bend the knees, hug them into the chest, and give yourself a little rock side to side. Let the feet come down. And let yourself just stretch out comfortably on the mat for our Shavasana. Turning the palms to face up. The body melts into the mat. Let yourself arrive into this relaxation. Releasing the work in the body and the mind that we just had. Just letting everything soften. Mentally scanning the body for any parts that are still holding any tension or flex. And let those spaces release again. Let's begin to bring our awareness back here into the room. Let your breath deepen, restoring some gentle energy to the body. Let your head rock softly side to side. And then just begin to move and stretch through the arms, the legs. Give yourself a couple big breaths there. And we'll bend the knees, let the feet step onto the mat. Just give them a little rock side to side. And when you're ready, making your way back up to seated. We'll let the hands come to the heart in gratitude for this time of love and movement for ourselves. Bringing the hands to the forehead, thanking each other for sharing your morning with us. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Have a beautiful day.